Welcome back to Jersey Matters. You may have heard that Governor Murphy recently shut down wild social media rumors that New Jersey public schools were going to shut down. So they're not going to shut down now, but if COVID-19 cases continue to rise, what about then? Jersey Matters' Phil Andrews spoke with the president of the New Jersey Education Association, Marie Blistan.
As cases of COVID-19 continue to rise, NJEA President Marie Blistan tells us more New Jersey school districts are announcing they are switching to all remote.
But what we're seeing across the state, mostly in the high schools, middle schools, some elementary, is that the outbreaks are occurring so quickly, so rapidly from various sources that the Department of Health can't keep up with the contact tracing. The school nurses that are in the building are using all of their time to try to find contact tracing. And the superintendents are forced to make decisions not based on those guidelines, but based on the reality of the situation.
I know that the big concern coming into the school year was because everyone, was led to believe that the kids are okay because they're young, they don't get sick, they show the symptoms. It was for the instructors, the people that actually work in these facilities. What are those numbers like? I mean, if you had a large number of administrators, teachers, people associated with the district that have, caught COVID?
I talked to a district up in Bergen County actually this morning, and the local president there, she was at her wit's end because they could not staff the buildings. Now they're in small cohorts, they're hybrid as well, but students showed up. There were 12 teachers and or staff members in the high school who had to go into quarantine. Their families, their schools, they had shut down I think there were 5 buildings, including a high school in that particular district. She said there aren't enough substitutes, which we knew anyway. My concern with using or relying on substitutes was that if the substitutes were not dedicated solely to that particular district, the chance of them becoming infected from one school district into another school district the next day was high.
Thanksgiving's coming up. Christmas is coming up. Moving forward, Marie, what do you anticipate from here?
What I anticipate is that we are the adults in the room. We are the ones that have to make some hard decisions, but it has to be based on science and on medicine. And when science and medicine are telling us that we are hitting a critical state, when they say, as Chop did, that we are heading for a catastrophe in this area, including South Jersey and other parts of Jersey, if we don't do something, then we need to heed the warning. This is going to be a short-term fix. I think we are at the tail end of this horrible pandemic. We have 2 pharmaceuticals that have now claimed that they have a vaccine that's going to be made available to us. And as I've said all along, we're all missing the regular nuances of being with our students in our buildings and getting back to normalcy. But we've got to hold tight for the next few weeks, maybe the next few months, because the end is in sight.
At least a dozen school districts in the Garden State have announced they are staying with or switching to all remote learning until January, maybe even longer. That list, by the way, includes 3 of the state's biggest school districts in Jersey City, Newark, and Paterson. For Jersey Matters, I'm Phil Andrews.
All right, thank you, Phil. When we come right back, my commentary on Trump TV.